Hi, everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to draw a caterpillar. And this is in inspiration to Eric Carle's Very Hungry Caterpillar. So today when we're drawing, we are going to think about two shapes. We want to think about circles and ovals. Now you can use any drawing materials you'd like. If you'd like to use crayons, colored pencils, or markers, whatever you have available. Okay. So what we're going to do is first we're going to think about those circle and oval shapes. And we're going to do this on a 6x6 piece of paper here. Now, if you want to, on a scrap piece of paper, you can, with your materials of choice, start thinking about maybe practicing some of those ovals, some of those circles. Okay, and we're going to use those to make the body of our caterpillar. Okay, and once you get those practice shapes down, I want you to, in the middle of your paper here, start connecting those circles and those ovals together to make the body. So let's do 5 circles or ovals to make the body. So I have 1, 2, 3. If you want to change it up, maybe do 2 ovals, maybe some circles in between, 4 and 5. All right. Now I'm just going to do one more circle or oval, and I'm going to make it just slightly bigger than all these circles and ovals here, and we're going to use that for the head. All right. So from here, we're going to add some antennae to the top of the caterpillar. We're going to add some big oval circle eyes. I'm going to make another set of ovals inside those ovals. All right. And then if you'd like to, you can give your caterpillar a nice big mouth. All right. Now from here, I want you to think about the feet. And we're going to make lines going on the body for the feet. And if you'd like to add little circles, they almost kind of look like music notes right now. All right, because we do not have wings yet, because our caterpillar hasn't turned into a butterfly, I want you to make a nice long stick going from one side of your paper to the other. Okay, if you want your branch to be really, really thick, you're gonna make your line down here. If you want it more skinny, like a twig, and make it closer to that line. All right, so here we have our caterpillar. If you'd like to put a sun or a moon in the sky, think about adding a circle in the sky for that. If you'd like to add leaves, think about adding ovals to the branches. Just put little lines through for the leaves. So I'm going to put a couple over here. Okay. Now you can combine different drawing materials. So I used a crayon to draw the outline. What I'm going to do to color it in, I'm going to use my colored pencils. If you have crayons and you started with crayons, go ahead and feel free to use the same materials if you'd like. But I kind of like filling in my objects with colored pencils. So I want you to pick a few colors that you really, really like. I want you to use those colors to very neatly color in your caterpillar. So I'm going to start with this nice turquoise color. As I'm doing it, if you want to practice with color pencils, never color straight up and down like this. Just keep the color pencil on its side. You'll get much smoother lines as you're coloring in your objects. All right, I picked 3 colors. So as I'm going through my caterpillar, I'm going to switch up those colors a bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is, since I use my 3 colors, I'm going to repeat those colors. When I repeat them in the same order, we call that a pattern. Now, when I'm coloring in a shape and there's other objects that I don't want to color in while I'm coloring it, I want to be very, very careful. So I'm going to color around the eyes. And if I had an open mouth, where my mouth looks like a watermelon, I would want to color around that too, because maybe the inside of the mouth I would make a different color. All right, I'm going to put those colors to the side, and I'm going to choose 2 new colors for the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to start in with those small ovals in the center of the eye. And I'm going to color in the larger oval. Same thing, I want to be very, very careful. So I'm not going through my other shapes and coloring over my other colors. Okay, now that my caterpillar is colored in, I'm going to think about coloring in the branch. So same thing, I want to be very, very careful to stay in those lines while I'm coloring. And once my tree branch is colored in, I'm going to take my colors. I'm going to color in the leaves. What's really nice is it is fall time, so the leaves are changing colors. They might not always be green. They might be changing into orange and red and yellows and purples. So if you want to change the color of the leaves for fall time, you can. In fact, I'm going to have this one. I'll start with orange. Maybe I'll add just a little touch of green as if it's changing still. All right, I'm going to make this leaf a little red. All right, so we drew a circle up here for the sun and the moon. If you want a sun, maybe you'll want to choose yellow. If you want a moon, maybe you'll choose a blue color. All right, and then lastly, we're just going to think about a color that we want for the background. Now, the sky changes colors throughout the day depending on if it's dark out, if it's light out, the way the sun is hitting it. So we're going to be a little creative, and you get to choose whatever color you want for this sky. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of pink. So again, if I'm using color pencils, I want to make sure that my color pencil stays on its side. Same thing with markers and crayons. When you're coloring large areas and you want to color in a very large surface, coloring on the side like this is going to help you keep smoother lines It's going to help you cover that area faster as well. Go around these legs a little bit. Slow down so I can get through those legs. Color in each one of those shapes individually. And once I go around these leaves, I can sort of pick up my speed a little faster again. Okay, also when you're coloring, try to color in the same direction unless you're going around an object so you don't get that scratchy effect to it. And there you have it, our very own Very Hungry Caterpillar. Stay tuned for a tutorial on how to draw a butterfly. Have a great day.